Do you have a bathtub? Because if you don't have a bathtub, I feel deeply sorry for you. Because I need a bathtub. I don't think I would get through my days, weeks, months, sometimes years without a bathtub. It is one of my biggest coping resources. Self-care, post-care, all care, preventative and repairing care that I really need. I find that I really need. So here I am today in a little bath.
Hey. Oh, backlit day. Backlighting behind me. Ha! What a day, what a day. Okay. We're here. We're here on my living room floor. It is February the 8th, 2022. And I don't have my microphone in. Okay, I have my microphone in now. Let's read a little, shall we? Well, okay. Today is February 8th, 2022. And I've been doing a lot of work around like inner demons for a while. And what I found is that my inner demons, or what I considered or qualified as inner demons, was actually where my boundaries came from, and was where my like fierce, no, this is not okay, where my integrity came from, for where the aspect of me that would stand up for my self-worth and not people please and codependent pattern into self-betrayal. So today I just sort of, how it felt was I got a little kombucha for me. This is so delicious. Wild tonic kombucha. I got blueberry basil. Blueberry basil flavor. Anyways, I'm going to meet some of my students for a workshop today in a little bit, so I don't have much time. So I'm just going to dive in real quick to what my pages were today and see just what kind of comes up. Whatever you say, inner demon, you are the best one. I have left places in search of you my whole life through, and there you are, right here, waiting for me. What a delight. I do know ways to get your secrets, and you know just how to keep mine. I find things to be so terrible sometimes. There is a lot to come to the table for and with. A delight of a day comes and goes. You sugarcoat the medicine and get long and yet long for the taste of roots and twigs. What lovely ways to continue telling your heart's purpose. Salamander Sally once had a pet named New Moon. She was a good amphibian and always tended to her own needs. The tank was filled with possibility and simple tastes. You longed to be that small creature, tended to, looked after, watched through glass. Your plastic heart drowns out the flesh and blood, and you bake in the sun for miles at a time. However, do you find yourself home? Do you even know? You don't have to, just play. Play in the park of your life and cultivate the safety of new learned skills and growth of size. You are taller now than you were before. Trust that. Trust your package. We see the best heights and bottom drawers and draw ourselves to the edge of it all, to the cusp of the call, to the base of the shelf. You come right up to the change of things and clarify the edges. Instead of pulling down curtains this time, you now set up boundaries and perimeter gates. You are needing this here. Where you travel, if you choose to go, it is a necessary part of the learning. You know this. Yeah. So real quick, we'll just process that a little bit. If you've been here for a bit of time, then you know that I have been trying to get myself together enough to feel like I can move into a project. I've been titling Self-Care for Performers, which felt really good and right at certain times, and also felt completely activating, dysregulating, and just like needing more capacity from me than I had available in my nervous system and stamina and willingness, really, to focus in on the clarity of what I feel the project asking for. I like to think of my projects as like their own essence, having their own essence and entity to them. And it's the project isn't me, and I am not the project. And the project might be birthed through me, or it might be a project that I'm tending to. But I like to think of the project having its own autonomy, having its own needs, having its own desires and wishes and wants, and then seeing if I can match those with my actions, and if I can be the person to tend to them. And sometimes I'm not able to, and I have to walk away from the project, and other times it's a slower journey and I have to take my time. And this has been one of those journeys that has been really slow, that I've also been questioning time and time again. Do I really have the capacity, period? And where I don't, because some of it has been known currently, you don't, and you have to become someone else, truly. You have to kind of like lay down some of your old identities, your old connection to identity, in order to be there. Are you willing to do that? Are you wanting to do that? What alignment does that give you between community, collective experiences, individuality, capitalism, understanding where my place is within all of that? What conversations am I beginning, and where do I align in my values, and how does that all work? It's been like this huge, gigantic existential experience, figuring out how to get myself in a place to show up there. This project, Pages in Process, has come out of my needs as a creator, to have some sort of self-supportive practice that allowed me to explore the tools and the ways of engaging with you as an audience, in a way that feels safe enough for me to keep showing up, and in a way where I feel like it's really for me, meaning that if my needs are being put aside in order to show up for you, then that's going to be a codependent relationship between artist and audience, right? And I'm trying to heal my codependent patterns, my people pleasing patterns in my personal life, with the way in which I communicate to my nearest and dearest, my loved ones and my friends. And it's either creating stronger bonds between us, or we're falling apart, or falling away, choosing to go in separate directions, and discovering that there's a lack of compatibility at this phase in our lives. Um, and sometimes there's just a bit more space, but we haven't like fallen away. We're still in each other's orbits. It's just not as close as it used to be. And some are even closer than they once were, even if time cycles are a little bit different. Um, and that's what I've been finding here with Pages in Process with you. Thank you so much, truly, for if you're someone who watches these videos. It's been predominantly a very safe environment for me to practice sharing. And while I have my own sort of sense of, well, why am I doing this? What's going on? And the very real reality of like living in a capitalist society. And at some point I'm going to have to figure out like, how am I making money? Where is that coming from? Where is financial support really going to be consistent in my life? Um, Hopefully self-care for performers will be part of that, and the coaching platform that I'm in the process of inviting people to apply to begin one-on-one coaching in next month in March, and then maybe some group stuff after that as well, is sort of like building me back up to like, this time it feels like safely engage with community and with others. Whereas when I was working for an institution um, as a teacher, people would have to take my class whether they wanted to or not. So there was some rough terrain because I have a very countercultural approach to creativity, and a very liberating desire to speak to the inner artist underneath the ideas of what it is we're supposed to do, and how to and how beautiful it is when we listen to our creative instincts and intuition, and to kind of honing that and seeing that their natural order can kind of emerge when we're really honest about all of that stuff with ourselves and one another on an ensemble basis. Anyways, so that's my, people are starting to show up now to my Zoom meeting. I'm recording you on Zoom. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will put this into a little video perhaps, and I wish you all well. Mwah! Take care. Bye-bye.